You're listening to
Catholic Sprouts,
the daily podcast for Catholic kids that strives to plant seeds of faith. Hey there, Sprouts. Today is Monday, February 7th, 2022. Now, this week we are going to be talking about battle, about the armor that we wear as members of God's army. And we are going to be doing this by looking at a passage from one of the letters that Paul wrote to the Ephesians. Now, he wrote these long ago to one of the churches that he had founded, but the words are still important for us today. So we're going to be talking about armor, all of the things that we put on to do battle. And through all of this, we're going to remember who we are really doing battle with. Now, we are getting our armor on because I have some exciting news for you. Starting this coming Saturday, we are going to have Sir Roland, the famous dragon slayer, hosting every Saturday a special episode just for you. So because we are going to be training to be dragon slayers every single week, we need to get our armor ready. So the first step in all of this is to read an important passage from St. Paul, and this comes from his letter to the Ephesians, chapter 6, verses 10 through 18. This is what St. Paul wrote. Finally, brothers and sisters, be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his power. Put on the whole armor of God, so that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For our struggle is not against enemies of blood and flesh, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers of this present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places. Therefore, take up the whole armor of God, so that you may be able to withstand on that evil day, and having done everything to stand firm. Stand therefore and fasten the belt of truth around your waist, and put on the breastplate of righteousness. As shoes for your feet, put on whatever will make you ready to proclaim the gospel of peace. With all of these, take the shield of faith with you, which will be able to quench all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. Pray in the Spirit at all times in every prayer and supplication. To that end, keep alert and always persevere in supplication for all the saints. So that is from St. Paul. That is what he tells us to wear. So just to review, he told us to put on the belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, shoes that will make us able to proclaim the gospel of peace, the shield of faith, the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. So each day we're going to be talking about these, but what I want you to realize today is that we are in a true battle, a more important battle than any war that has ever been fought between people on this earth. The battle is between us and, shout it out, did you hear? Did you hear who we're fighting? That's right, against the wiles of the devil, the evil one, against temptation and lies in this world. St. Paul does not hesitate in telling us that the devil is real and that he is ready, willing, and already doing it. He is attacking us. And so to fight off his attacks and to fight for the world, to fight for Christ in the world, we need to have the whole armor of God. And therefore, Sprouts, this is our work this week as we prepare to hear from Sir Roland each Saturday. And so my challenge for you is to do a little bit of Bible finding. What I read to you was from Ephesians chapter 6, verses 10 through 18. I would like you to find those verses in your own Bible. And just a hint, it's toward the very end, but do a little bit of Bible finding. Find Ephesians chapter 6, verses 10 through 18. And we'll pick up this work of putting on the whole armor of God tomorrow. That's it for Catholic Sprouts today. We'll be back tomorrow, but until then, continue to grow in your faith and truly sprout into the beautiful creation that God created you to be. Thanks for being here. A quick reminder that if you are preparing for Lent as a family, we would love to help. We offer 2 versions of the Jesus Tree, which will walk you through either the entire Gospel of Matthew or the Gospel of John. We offer both versions. Both are studies meant to be done with the whole family. Very fun. We've done them every single year in our family for about 7 years now. We also offer poster and sticker sets that will help you count down to Easter. You can find links to all of our products in the notes for this podcast episode.
This show is a production of the Spoke Street Media Podcast Network. For more great podcasts, visit spokestreet.com.